because catheter is like, knowing my luck, they would definitely like something would go wrong and they'd be like, we're gonna have to lose the whole thing. We're gonna have to take the whole thing, and we're gonna take the balls too, just because. I think you'd rather be like a Ken doll than just the ball.
Maybe second time would be better. Right. Did you just drum roll me?
Ladies and gentlemen, Casey Jost.
Casey Jost.
I can't believe this. This is so funny. Now, I've been on so many times that I'm like seeing the small differences that I've been making to this room. Mm-hmm. Like I think the first time I was here, the walls were like white, and then I painted them, and I'm like hanging up different artwork in the place. So this is good. This is a little time capsule. Hey guys.
Hey, what's up? Is that a cassette? Are those cassettes behind you?
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
I mean,
old school. What do you got in there?
I'm both proud of it and embarrassed. I got a lot of good stuff. I mean, if you want to jump right into the cassette collection.
Yeah, I think that was question 4 or 5. Let's make it number 1. I think.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's because you're not paying attention. It's fine. But anyway,
yeah.
I think I saw a Tribe Called Quest cassettes. Yes,
correct. I just recently like finished the collection. I had always had like 3 or 4 of the albums, and then I just needed the very first one, which is like People's Instinctive Travels, and then also the second to last one, which is called The Love Movement. Those are the 2 that I like didn't have in the collection, and I just completed it.
Wow.
But I have Nirvana. I got like the whole Nirvana collection, although I'm missing like a few of the live albums. I have like finished certain collections, which is, like there's a band called That Dog, which is like a 90s alternative band. I have all of their cassettes. Like it's weird, like there's certain ones that I have the full collection of. And I grew up with cassettes. I didn't have vinyl as a kid. My dad had like a bunch of vinyl that I would look through, but it wasn't like what we collected. And I feel like CDs aren't cool enough to collect. There's a novelty to cassettes that I like. So yeah, that's why I went for it. And I just hung them up there.
So is there like a place like that you physically go to, or is there a place online? Like where if we wanted to start a cassette collection, should we venture?
I would say that literally any collection will bring joy to your life. I feel like finding things that you specifically like. It could be anything, and don't think of it in terms of like there's certain people who like collect, like baseball cards, and like they have very valuable stuff. It's not like the right reason to get into it, but that's the part that I love the most was like finding places like, whether it be like Goodwills or, thrift stores, or there was this weird place that had a bunch of like old video games and like vinyl records and toys, wrestling figures, and cassette tapes. And so they had like the cassette tapes were like definitely the discarded section. And I just went through them. And once in a while I would find one after looking through like 200 cassette tapes. It's that stuff that's so fun though. That's like the part of it that's like you find this.
The hunt.
Yeah, the needle in the haystack.
That's amazing. Yeah, like my husband and I, for some reason, we have 2 8-track players here because, we need 2 of them for our 0 8-track collection. But we had someone on here a couple weeks ago. His name is Derek Frank. He's actually the bassist for Gwen Stefani and Shania Twain. Oh, cool. And he sells like his new track on the 8 tracks. So I was like, that's pretty neat. Kind of cool.
I think that's cool. I think that's fun. 8-track is something I've purchased 8 tracks for people like, so, Sal Volcano is like a big Kool and the Gang fan, him and his dad. Oh. So I bought him like a Kool and the Gang 8-track that I like came across, and he just like, it's just a display thing. Like he doesn't have any. I can't believe you have 2 8-track players.
Right.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. 2.
Yeah,
wait,
that's interesting.
What's and neither of them know, as Jude says. What's like Kool and the Gang's big song?
Get down on it. No, I don't know.
Yeah, they do that.
Get down on it.
You really don't want to dance. Why standing on the wall? Get your back up off the wall.
Okay. Yeah. So side story, Casey. So Elgin and I met at I think it was a bar mitzvah, right? When I was 15.
That sounds right.
We met at a bar mitzvah. Then he, like, as we got older, he got me into like the bar and bat mitzvah, like whole thing. So we would go and dance at these parties. Now I'm remembering they played a lot of Kool and the Gang. Very big at bar mitzvahs. And also, what were some of the other big songs, Elgin? Like,
I remember, I think PYT was like, I showed you that song for the first time. I want to love you, PYT. But we used to do like a whole Motown set. Like we'd have like the shiny sequins jackets, and when you come out and doing all the Temptations moves and all that stuff, and man, bar mitzvahs, they were a lot of fun.
That's so funny. So your bar mitzvahs were definitely like in Staten Island we had Sweet 16s, and they were crazy. And but like in Staten Island though, all that music was like house, and it was called vocal house, which was like, like I turn to you like a flower. So, all that was the like everything that sounds like that was there.
I know what you're gonna say. That's
Sporty Spice.
Sporty Spice. That's Mel C. Yeah,
yes, I love her.
I remember the first time I found out that was her. I was like, wow, because that song was so awesome, and I was like, wow, it's a Spice Girl. Good shit.
That is great. That is funny. That whole genre is so funny.
But the bar mitzvah industry in South Florida is insane. Like the setups, the DJ, the lighting, like it's bigger than most people's weddings, I would say. Like the amount of money and effort people put into these bar mitzvahs out here, it's insane.
Do you remember some of the DJ companies?
Out here?
All of them.
I know them all, but Platinum Gold, Rock With You, barmitzvahs.com, M&M Entertainment.
I love that. Barmitzvahs.com is my favorite.
These are all companies I've worked for.
My favorite in Staten Island, we had one called Partners in Sound.
Wow. Okay.
And they are still, I think they're still doing it, but they're also, they all passed the bar. So they're also lawyers. They're like, which is funny because it's
the most Jewish thing I've ever heard.
It's like making, it's like making partner, right? So they're like they're making partner in sound, but wow, like I'm so proud of those guys just for like the fact that they're like, hey, we're gonna do two businesses.
Have you ever, Casey? Have you ever been lifted up in one of the chairs where they like do the thing?
At our wedding, they did that.
Terrifying, right?
Oh, it's really scary.
Terrifying.
And you're holding that piece of, or you're holding like a napkin.
Yeah,
like a
I loved it.
Napkin.
That was the best part of my wedding was getting lifted up in the chair.
Remember?
Yeah.
I fell out and I oh my, that was so scary. I saw my life flash before my eyes.
It was a tilt issue. They didn't tilt the chair back.
Did you break the glass at the weddings?
We sure did.
Fun. We did that too. I'm not Jewish, but I was like, I need that at my wedding. Well, Lisa, my wife, is Jewish, but I didn't care. Even if she wasn't, I would want to do that. That's Mazel Tov, right? That's just
you just gotta break some shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was the first person to be like, hey, we're not going to do a garter toss because that always freaks me out. Did you guys do garter toss?
I did it. Yeah,
you definitely did.
I did, and I hammed it up. I break danced on my way over to her leg. Like it was ridiculous, but you got to do it that way.
It's the best. I mean, I wasn't comfortable, but if you're breakdancing on over, then you definitely have the confidence to pull that off and literally pull that off.
We wrapped the kiddish glass in a terrible towel. Very controversial,
Yes.
I guess we're a Steelers family or whatever. But yeah, we did a lot of traditions. I mean, I think we mentioned it before, like Mick Foley was our officiant. So everything was just very
she had Skeletor at her wedding.
Oh yeah, we had Skeletor.
Like legit came out and the whole thing. It was amazing.
Oh, okay.
For the wedding. It was amazing. It was just a crazy day. And my dad and I danced to Putting on the Ritz from
I emceed her wedding.
Yeah.
Taco? Taco Putting on the Ritz or the original?
No, from Young Frankenstein.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I was thinking of like the 80s version of
that version. Yeah, that was too. But okay, so enough about
when you said Skeletor, I was hoping it was the one from the movie who was like it was played by some like
Alan
good actor. Oh, Frank Langella.
Oh
yeah, and with the makeup and all that. No, it was legit. It was pretty cool. You should post that video, Kid Cadet. It was amazing.
So Elgin and I, he was a commentator and I was a ring announcer for an entire wrestling company that was all cosplay. So I was April O'Neil. Elgin was Johnny.
I was Jimmy Firecracker from Dragon Ball Z, and then I was Zorg from The Fifth Element. So those are my two characters before I got the axe.
Yeah. And so like we would have like Skeletor, we would have Cobra Commander. My husband was Loki. Like it was just so much fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
I love whatever you like. The fact that that's all shared universe in your minds is beautiful. That's like what a utopia to have all those properties together.
Oh, it was a mixed match bag of just like Mario and Luigi versus Team Rocket from Pokemon, and then you have it was just insane the characters that were in FCW.
But okay, so what character would you be, Casey, if you were to enter this crazy multiverse of characters?
Oh wow,
nothing's off the table. I mean, we had everybody.
Oh, growing up, I always really loved Casey Jost.
Nice.
Because of the namesake, it's so close. It's literally like 2 letters off from my name.
Yeah.
Or so. And that was big. I don't know. Otherwise, let's see. That's a good question. I definitely grew up Ninja Turtles. Definitely grew up. Oh, maybe Thundercats. Maybe I would be like, I'd probably be Snarf. Let's be honest.
Snarf.
Would love to be, anybody else, but I would love to be Panthro, but I'm not like a Panthro. I don't have Panthro energy. Probably be Snarf, just bothering people.
Now, another thing that I've known Elgin a long time, and one of the other first videos you showed me, Elgin, was the bloopers from Thundercats when they were like, cursing.
That was some of the best. And it's funny because, I've been doing voice acting for a few years now, and you'd be surprised how much stuff you say in between takes that they could be recording it, you know what I mean? And then a lot of voice actors get in trouble for that stuff. But the Thundercats bloopers is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. You definitely have to see it. Oh, it's great. Okay.
Oh, I 100%. I mean, I remember there was a place called Kim's Audio in like on Canal Street in Manhattan. Okay. And they would always have that stuff. Like basically you could get tapes of like Winnebago Man, and like those early internet things were actually like on cassette on VHS tapes that were sent around and copied. And so like some of the early Jackass stuff when it was like CKY.
Yes, Bam Margera's crew.
Yeah, all that. Yeah. Like so the Kim's Audio had all that. It was just they were literally selling like bootlegs of VHS tapes like upstairs in Kim's Audio, and it was like, and you could also buy CDs and stuff, but the upstairs was like this whole department. And I actually saw it at my parents' house recently. That I have a VHS of the entire or like maybe first season of Thundercats, and I think it has the bloopers at the end.
That's awesome.
That's so great. Wow.
Really
okay.
Crazy.
Need to revisit. Okay. So since we have a lot of games we want to play, we'll ask one actual question, then we'll go into the game stuff. So I guess a good question would be, obviously, Impractical Jokers back in the air now. We're like 2 episodes in, episode 3 this week. Crazy punishment so far. Having had a catheter when I was 2 years old, it still lives in my mind also. Not cute at all. So for you, what would your ultimate punishment be? Like, would it be more physical, mental, emotional? Like, what do you think would be the craziest thing for you?
Interesting question. Because, we just actually on the official Impractical Jokers podcast, we just talked about the punishment that's airing this Thursday.
Oh,
and
God.
we were comparing last week to this week. And I said that I'd rather do this new one that's coming up because catheter is like, knowing my luck, they would definitely like something would go wrong and they'd be like, we're going to have to lose the whole thing. We're going to have to take the whole thing. And, we're going to take the balls too, just because I think you'd rather be like a Ken doll than just the ball. So this all kind of came up. And so if you're talking about just worse, it's up there. It's pretty messed up. I mean, not, in a good way. Like, I think, they know that Murr is like a, glutton for punishment. And after that punishment, he like looked at them and was like, that was good. Like, that was funny. Like he loves it. In fact, like skydiving, I think he was like more upset by, or like, cause a year later, I think somebody had perished at that same place. So he was like, wow. I can't believe this. It was a fluke, but whatever. But yeah, so for me, I don't know. I'm probably more in line with what Sal would find, but not as much. Like, I think I could make it through a maze. I think I could make it through like, a demonstration with cats. So I don't think I'm there. I'm somewhere between like, any cue punishment, because they always get cue with the same way they would get, I think that I would not want to be got, which is long ones.
Yeah.
Like spend a night at the zoo, attach yourself to a mime.
The mime.
Yeah, that stuff that would legit. You'd see like a side of me that I don't want the world to see.
Yeah, and your wife probably wouldn't want you bringing home a mime either. Like
it's happened, and she doesn't like it, especially like the handcuffs.
It's so awkward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, this past one, because like prostate exam, I'm like, cool, this is good for your health, like good for you.
But in front of a live audience, that's a little much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys, when you guys are coming up with the punishments, do you like, obviously you have certain ones that you pick for certain people. Do you guys like have a bucket list of just like, these are all Q's, these are all Joe's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I'm coming up with ideas, like, to pitch the guys and to brainstorm with the guys, it's definitely like, I'm thinking of the guy specifically for the most part. Sometimes there's stuff that just would work for anybody. And there's probably in the history of Jokers, there's probably ones that like maybe at one time all four had heard, and then they didn't know who was gonna go to. And then until it's your day, and you don't know all the specifics of how it's going to go down. Never like the real surprise ones, but once in a while there might be one that's like something like the psychic, or you know what I mean, or something like where you're up there in front of an audience doing something that doesn't necessarily have the twist element.
Right.
So yeah, that happens once a season or so, but in general, we try to tailor them to each guy, and we try to think about, like the first one this season was with Joe and the dogs, like my dog.
I love that so much.
I did too.
I love that one because, like, for me, I would rather have a punishment with like one-on-one rather than like Murr singing in a Dracula musical with a gospel. Like that's hard. So
I feel like Joe is the one, in my opinion, just from watching the show, that he gets embarrassed like the least.
Yeah.
Like, he would just do anything. So like, do you feel like he would be the hardest person to find punishments
100%, 100%. It's because he's just so talented and funny that he'll turn ones into funny. Like one that we really thought we got him was where he's the coat check and he's checking everyone's coats, and then all of a sudden he has to wear those coats.
I love that one.
That switcheroo, and we were like, we got him. We're gonna like really embarrass him. And then all of a sudden he gets out there and he's like, he is embarrassed, but he's also like, he owns it. He's like, he made it funny, and that's great. You want that in a television show because at the end of the day, you're making a 23-minute comedy show. And so like he is so funny, but like deep down, there's also a side of me that's like, I wanted him to be like, to make this hard, and like there are people like, give me back my coat, and he's still like, this is yours, fine. He like throws it on the ground.
Yeah.
That was my favorite because halfway through he won the crowd over. Yeah. Like they were told at first they were mad, and then by the end they were like into it. That was hilarious.
That's the magic. That's the magic of Joe Gatto, So I think like he's definitely one that we try to really get, and I think that this one was like the my dog after your dog is a good version because there's a whole tie-in with Joe with his dogs. He understands how this is weird, and he has to say it. And then the diagrams, the whole thing was just sort of, it was brick by brick built, really a real nice structural house.
Gorge.
Awesome.
Okay, so it's up to y'all. So for the next game, we could either do random questions, which we have a couple of those prepared, or I found this. We could do a Mad Lib.
Beautiful. That's so funny. Yeah.
Do you guys want to do a Mad Lib?
Yeah,
I haven't done a Mad Lib since like middle school. So yeah, this sounds
Most of these
awesome.
are done. So we'll have to find one that's not done. Okay. We'll go back and forth. Let's see. Casey, a noun.
Okay. Bird.
Okay. Elgin, a verb.
A verb. What is that again? An action?
Yeah, action words. Action.
Okay, eating.
Okay, I'll put eat.
Eat.
Casey,
Okay.
verb ending in ing.
Storing.
Okay. We're keeping this very PG. Apparently, Elgin, a place.
A place.
Yeah.
The AVN Awards.
Oh, great.
I wanted to switch it up from PG. I wanted to take it.
I appreciate that.
I thought you said the Avian Awards, like birds.
Actually, the Avian Awards. Let's change it to that.
Like we're making it thematic.
Why not? Casey, an adjective.
An adjective. Let's say, scrumptious.
Ooh, okay. Elgin, a verb.
Another verb. Okay. Punch.
Okay. Casey, a verb in past tense.
Okay. Launched.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be good. Noun, Elgin.
A noun.
That's
Casey Jost.
Okay. Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay. Casey, a noun.
Elgin David.
This is
beautiful.
Well, I mean, shit. Okay, Elgin.
Something about Mad Libs. Just...
Elgin, adverb.
Adverb. What is that?
Describes a verb.
Oh, ends with ly. Ends in ly. That's what I always remember.
Like friendly.
Yep.
Okay.
Casey, noun.
Wu-Tang.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. Verb, Elgin. Action word.
Yeah. Skied. I don't know.
I'll just put ski.
Perfect.
Noun.
Ski.
Casey, noun.
Noun. I'd say kid cadet.
Oh no. Okay. Shit. Verb ending in ing, Elgin.
Okay. Sleeping.
Okay. Casey, plural noun.
Guitars.
And last one, Elgin, a noun.
Colin Jost. Why not?
Very excited for that.
Okay.
Very excited for that.
This is called Wheel of Doom.
Wow.
Okay, a classic punishment came at the end of the Joke and Bird episode.
Okay.
The loser this time was Murr, who was forced to eat. Who was forced to eat like he was the assistant in a knife storing act. The Jokers traveled to Coney Island to meet the most famous knife thrower at the AVN Awards. Where'd that knife go? Murr is so scrumptious that he can't keep still. At first, he refuses to punch. The other Jokers tell Murr that he will be launched off the Casey Jost if he doesn't complete the punishment, so he has no choice. Murr is strapped to the Elgin David.
Wow.
The wheel spins friendly, but Murr doesn't realize the Wu-Tang is rigged. The balloons ski by themselves because the kid cadet thrower isn't actually sleeping any guitar at all. Imagine how foolish Murr felt for being so scared. After all, he thinks he's the sharpest Colin Jost in the drawer.
Wow.
Good. Very good, guys.
That's
nice.
fun. You know,
that was awesome.
I think we just wrote an episode. This all happened at the AVN Awards. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, the avian. At the Bird Awards.
Yeah. Let's do a random question or two. Let's see what we got. Okay. Random question number 1. Oh, if you could insert yourself in any film, what film would it be?
Wow. That's tough because I want to ruin a whole franchise. Huh. All right, so this is a weird one.
Okay.
But I grew up like really loving the movie Juice with Tupac Shakur and Omar Epps. And I don't think I would have like a cool role. I'd probably like, if it was me now, I'd probably play like a bad cop or something, you know? But it would be fun. Yeah, like a 90s movie like that I grew up like loving.
Amazing. God, Tupac was so incredible at everything that he did.
Yeah.
Like, that dude could
Yeah.
act.
And Juice is such a good film.
Yeah, it's a good
You got
one.
you got the juice now. Such a good movie, man. I love that movie. Let's do another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably too braggadocious for it to be hidden. I don't know. Let me think. I already talked last time how I'm a bad driver. What am I good at?
Oh, that's a hidden talent. Okay.
Driving is a hidden talent. No, I don't know. What am I good at? I'm good at. I think I'm good at is watching Real Housewives with Lisa, my wife, and saying a sentence, like pretending I know what's happening, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? So I'll say something like, Dorinda cares so much about herself that even her own daughter doesn't make the cutting room floor, you know, or something like. I'll say some sort of sentence that's like, I don't even know if that's real, but I'll just say it with like a little bit of sass, and she's like, "That is dead on." Like, I'm pretty good,
especially for Dorinda. Yeah, you got that.
Yeah. I'll say stuff like, I'll be like, Sonia thinks who she is, but the truth is she's not all that. I'll just like start saying something and then she'll be like, wow, that's so true.
Oh, that's so deep.
It's pretty easy probably, but I feel like that's my hidden talent.
That's funny.
Fabulous. Any thoughts on Erika Jayne?
Loved her, hated her. Maybe I'm back to loving her.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
Pendulum swings.
What'd you say?
I said the pendulum swings. Like she has like all these. She's like a star, right? Like a pop music sensation. Erika Jayne.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
overall, I think she's great, and she really shook up the Real Housewives overall, and I really mean that. I feel I do know enough to know that I think that she brought a star quality. Like there would be no who's the actor that's on
Harry Hamlin? Wait, Lisa Rinna?
No, on in California in the Los Angeles one. What's her name? She's like she was like a big actor, and she was married to Charlie Sheen.
Denise Richards?
Yeah, Denise Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Like there would be no Denise Richards on the Housewives if it wasn't like the Erika, she started that whole thing.
Fair. Elgin, thoughts?
I don't even watch the show. But if I did, I'd say Dorinda, she got an attitude problem and she needs to check herself before she wrecks herself.
Very good. That's exactly what it is. Just commit and it works.
Oh, my wife been watching General Hospital for years and years, and every once in a while I'll just chime in and I'll be like, what's up with that character or whatever? And she's like, oh my God, And I'm like, oh, totally. And Sonny, he's such a badass. And she's like, oh my God, he is.
That's great.
But,
So, let me ask both of you this, and I guess I should ask my husband too, but like when you get married, is that something you sign up for? You are required now to watch their shows.
Well, you have to seem interested in what they like. Absolutely. So then they give a crap about the dumb shit that we do. Yeah.
Okay.
Fair. That's exactly true.
Yeah.
If I could just get my wife to care about the things I care.
It'll never happen. They don't care.
She's not gonna sit and watch me play like a 12-year-old Legend of Zelda game that I'm.
True story. I'm surprised that I still have this room available with all my things in it. But Zelda, we need to talk about Zelda, you and I, off the show, because that's all I do is play Zelda, dude.
Anytime. Loving your hat, by the way.
Oh, I just got it for Valentine's Day. See, my wife knows what I like.
Aw.
Boom.
All right, let's do one more random question, and we'll go to the next game.
Great.
Okay. Oh, can you beatbox?
Famously, no. No. Like the best I got is just like. It's really weak. It's more, like, isn't there something like?
That's the lo-fi beatbox.
There's this one thing that someone told me that you say where it's like boots and kits and boots and kits.
Boots and cats.
Boots
and cats.
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
But really, it's PTK.
Yeah, PTK.
Wait,
right?
What are you saying there?
If you say, all right, I'll teach you. This is like my patented beatbox, learn to beatbox in 30 seconds. It's PTKT. So you say P, that's the kick drum. T is the hi-hat, and K is the kick.
Okay.
So you go
snare.
Snare, excuse me. Yes. And that's all it is. So you say PTKT.
PTKT.
But then you do the sound of it.
That's good.
And that's you just learn how to beatbox in 30 seconds.
So I grew up like being a drummer in bands. Like I never was allowed to play guitar or bass. Like there was a lack of drummers where I lived, which is crazy because now it's like seems like everybody is the drummer, and there's even bands with 2 drummers. But I was always had to be the drummer, but I never knew how to beatbox, and that completely makes sense to me. Wow.
That's how I learned, and I would just do it over and over and over again when I was driving anywhere, and now I can like kind of get through it. Like I'm no Justin Timberlake, but like.
But you've done well, young Padawan. You've done well.
Thank you. All right, so should we do one more? Yeah, let's do one more. One more question. Elgin? Oh.
What is a random fact of knowledge that you have that could literally be about anything?
Like a random. Interesting. That's tough on the spot.
That is hard. Yeah.
Let me think.
I have one.
Please.
Giraffes have the same amount of bones in their neck as we do in ours.
Wow.
I have an interesting one.
Okay.
So when Snoop Dogg turns 60, He'll be 420 in dog years.
Wow. That is very interesting.
That's fun, right? That's just that's my random fact of knowledge.
That's it.
When he turns 60, he'll be 420 in dog years.
Hell yeah.
I heard it once, and it's just a beautiful fact that sticks in my brain.
And he's a beautiful man. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, love. Elgin, do you have any random?
It is rumored that Nintendo means leave luck to heaven. And that is what Nintendo means.
I believe that. They started as a card company.
They did. A playing card company. Yep. It didn't work. And now Pokemon cards are everywhere.
Oh yeah. Gotta catch them all, right?
That's a good collector's thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're frozen. Oh, now you're unfrozen. Okay, so let's do we have the name game again. We have some really good ones, but I think we should do this other game first.
Okay.
So when we were like trying to brainstorm what would be different than Would You Rather? So here's the game. We have pictures we're going to put up on the screen, and all we have to do is come up with whatever the name of their improv troupe would be. So we're just going to name the improv troupe.
Based on the photo?
Based on the photo.
Got it.
Yeah, these could be wonderful or terrible. And let's see the first improv group. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I think it would be like it's like we don't give a fuck, but FUCHTS or something, you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Like FUCHT, fucked. You know, like you spelled it like a name.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is hard, yeah.
Yeah, this is difficult. The Benetton Kids Improv Troupe.
The little shits. I don't know.
The little skits.
The little skits.
Oh, that's fun. Or the other thing that came to mind is like binders full of women. Remember that was like a thing like in the news?
Binders keepers.
I have binders full of women. It was like, who was that? Was that Romney?
Trump administration. Yeah. Or was it?
Might have been. I think it might have been. Like,
I have binders full of women.
Maybe it was McCain. I don't know who it was, but it was somebody.
Love that.
Binders full of women.
Full of them. All right. Next one.
Mitt Romney. Yep.
Oh, wow.
What is this? Are they acrobats or an improv troupe?
I don't know. These are all improv troupes. Yep.
Yeah, they have to be.
Absolutely. Yeah. Improv acrobatics.
There you go.
Not funny, but it's a thought.
Maybe it'd be like you know, like Skip Dog Millionaire.
He was walking out of the door.
I can't top that. That was great.
Yeah, that's their name.
That was awesome.
Next one.
Skit Dog Millionaire.
Oh.
It's tough. Yeah. I love this game, by the way. I really do.
We're sketchy.
Oh,
that's good. That's really good.
Very good. They're zombies, so.
Oh, they are zombies. Hold on.
The walking.
I don't know. I keep looking at them and being like, "This is where Evanescence is now." Wake me up.
Vincent says dead serious. That's a good one.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm good with it. Unless y'all have.
I keep thinking of it. I'm trying to think of it. It's hard to do a zombie pun. Yeah, The Living Dead. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm having trouble.
It's all right.
I like that the watermark is on it, though. I appreciate that. Actually, yeah, I guess their name should be Neostock. That shouldn't be there.
There you go.
There they go. Yeah, there's a couple that I couldn't get the thing off from, but it's all right. All right, here's the next one.
Oh my God. So that's someone's real family photo.
Yeah.
Denim.
That's funny. Denim. The Mario homage there.
I don't know, but I think this is how you get pregnant. I'm not sure what's happening.
I think so. Like something like Canadian Tuxedo.
Oh,
wow.
good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Who's in the middle there? Ugh.
I don't know, but I think the top one is Natalie Portman with her head shaved.
From the closer or whatever. All right, let's do another one.
Oh, these are great. These are
awesome.
Did you just go to a bunch of like Florida Goodwills and picked up some pictures?
The Awesome Possums.
Oh, great.
There you go.
That's my mom chimed in for the last one and said the Stackables. Very cute, Mom. Very cute. You did good. Yeah, I like Awesome Possum. The guy in the front looks like Marty McFly trying to go back to the future, but I don't know about the rest of them.
I feel like, but I do feel like this is definitely like a Southern kind of thing, but I also think like this is coming back around and you're going to see like hipsters be wearing this stuff already. Like,
well, how about Inbred Improv?
That's good.
These are all great. These are amazing. Okay, let's see how many more we got. Oh.
This is an a cappella troupe. This is not an improv troupe, by the way.
Yeah, it's a boy band. Or there's some girls in there. Sorry. Wow.
I don't want to go too blue, so I don't know.
Please go blue.
I don't know.
No, don't do it.
Go
Don't get canceled.
No.
Don't let it happen to you. It's a star.
Like the pentagrams? I don't know. Like, is there something like
yeah.
Like scissoring?
Oh. Yeah, sure.
This game is hard.
This is tough. Well, it's hard to think on the spot. You know,
Totally.
It's tough. All right. I think
finger me or something, you know? Oh, this one, that's what this finger me works here too.
Yeah.
Smell our thumbs?
Oldies but baddies.
Yeah.
Whose dying is it anyway? I don't know.
That's funny. That's funny.
Fantastic geriatrics. That's my one.
What's my line?
That's funny. What's my line? That's so funny. I picture like the Gravestoners.
Yeah.
What's my line anyway?
The Flatliners.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, though, this is the group I'd want to see.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I would totally go to this show. That'd be freaking amazing.
One night only.
I would love that. I actually would love to see this show. I think it would be legitimately enjoyable.
You just call them what? Because they'll be like, give a suggestion. You yell it out and they go, what? And that's all they do the whole show.
That's funny. Wasn't there like a show that was kind of like Impractical Jokers, but it was with like elderly people, like Betty White, I think.
Yeah, something like rocking chairs. Let me look.
Yeah.
It was like a prank show, but with older people. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I remember seeing the show. I think it lasted one season because the cast, they all just vanished, except for Betty.
One season. Yeah. Betty's a treasure.
Off their rockers. Which is also a Jackass thing.
Really?
But, yeah, because they remember that Spike Jonze and Johnny Knoxville would dress as like old.
That's right. Yes.
And then he did a movie like that too. I never saw it, but
Bad Grandpa or Old Grandpa or something like that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was funny. I could never, but okay. Do we want to play the name game?
Of course.
Cranges. Let's do it.
Okay.
Wait, legally, can we call it that?
No,
it's
the name game.
All right, the name game.
The name game.
I actually don't even think it's called. I mean, we internally call it Cranges, but I think it's called the name game.
So, for legal purposes. All right, who wants to go first?
I think I'll go first.
Okay.
Eyes are closed.
Okay. Go ahead.
Colin Jorts-Jopantson. Jopantson. Colin Jorts-Jopantson.
Oh God.
He should hyphenate, actually. I feel like it would help his career.
Wow, for sure. I would.
I'm saying with Jopantson.
Jopantson. Yeah.
They should both go as one word, Jopantson.
You heard it here first. Exclusive. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you're next, kid.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, go for it.
Okay, hold on. Is there I can't with this. Is there a Ginny Pretty sure they were in that improv group. The Ginny Gin Chin. Ginny Gin Chin? Is there a Ginny Gin Chin? I like the alliteration. It helps.
Yeah, not by the hair on my Ginny Gin Chin.
Sound like a BC Boy rap.
Oh boy. All right, Elgin.
Wow. Ready? Go for it.
Okay. Is there a Rabbi Shame loving it?
Chaim loving
it. I'm not Jewish. Sorry. Rabbi Chaim loving it.
I'm loving it.
Chaim loving it. I like it. Rabbi Chaim loving it. Pa-da-pa-pa-pa.
Okay.
You did good. You got
I mangled it. Yeah, sorry.
A must be the money. Is there an aim? A must be the money. Right.
That's hilarious.
I love your friends that make these every time. They do such a good job.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Okay.
All right, kid.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Is there a Schlitty? Is there a Schlitty Baboo? Baboo?
Wow.
Schlitty Baboo? Nasty?
Schlitty Baboo.
I don't think I've ever had a combination of syllables in my mouth before. Schlitty Baboo.
Oh my god.
Schlitty Baboo.
Okay. Elgin.
All right, I'm ready. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Is there a Wilt Datney? Wilt Datney in the house. Wilt Datney?
Disney. Okay, good. All right.
Oh, Disney Datney. Got it.
Wilt Datney.
That sounds like a real name, though.
Okay.
Oh, I saw it quick, but I'll go again. Dave Matthewsban. Yeah.
That was good.
Dave Matthewsban. Matthewsban.
Matthewsban.
Dave Matthewsban.
All right. Do you want to do another one?
Oh, sure.
Okay, yeah. Let's do another one because you saw that one. Okay.
Griff Mcscrinkle. Griff Mcscrinkle. Yeah, I found out I have a relative named Griff. Isn't that
you
funny?
do?
Griff Mcscrinkle. I think my grandmother's brother's name was Griff.
Was he in Back to the Future and does he own a hotel?
Yes.
Or a casino, is it?
No, Griff is the grandson of Biff.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, he is? Yeah.
With the bionic implants. That's Griff. Gramps! I told you 2 carts of wax, not 1. Anyway.
Mcscrinkle. But his last name was not Mcscrinkle.
It's not?
No.
Okay.
I think his last name was Gates. Griff Gates. Really weird.
That's a good name.
That's right. I'm related to Bill Gates.
Nice.
We knew it. All right, let's see.
Is it me?
Okay.
Is it me?
No, it's me.
It's you. Let's kick it out. All right.
Is it up?
It's up. Go for it.
Is there a Burt and Ernie? A Burt and Ernie. I kind of got through that one. Burt and Ernie?
Yeah,
Burt and Ernie.
You killed that one.
Is that a reference to something? I'm just kidding.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I never heard of it before.
It's subtle. It's
Don't sue us, Sesame Street.
all right. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Is there a Tucker Ballsack? Wait, Tucker Ballsback? Is there a Tucker Ballsback? Tucker Ballsback, please. Wow, that was good.
Dante, you stay. Love that. That's good.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, yes, that is a drag race reference.
all right. Next one. Okay.
Is there a Charlie Bitmey? Oh, Charlie Bitmey.
I love that video. Charlie,
A classic.
you hurt my finger.
A classic.
You did that voice really good.
Huh?
Cadet, you did the Charlie voice really well.
Ouch, Charlie. Ouch. Ooh. Ow.
All right, who's next?
Okay, me.
Charlie bit me finger. Okay.
It's up?
Yes.
Is there a Jesus? Huh? Just Crizzy?
This one's tough.
Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
It says I'm a Jew.
Wow.
Once again.
That took me if you didn't say that, I don't know if I would have gotten that on my own.
That was more like that game where they give you a word that is kind of like what it is, and you have, what game I'm talking about?
We should play that game. Yes.
Yeah, that's like an iPhone or Instagram game, right?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus right. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Next.
It's good. It's good. I appreciate it.
So Elgin. Okay.
All right. Is there a Shart Baddi? Is there a Shart Baddi? Yes, Shart Baddi? No, Shart Baddi?
He's no Jesus Christ. All right, let's do one more round.
All right, here we go. Final round.
Okay. Toasty. Oh, wait, next one. Is there no more? Wait, is there no more? Maybe there's no more. Oh, no, there is. Okay.
Chasyn Waterfalls. Chasyn Waterfalls.
Probably Chasyn.
Oh, Chasyn. I would have spelled it like Jason.
Don't go. Don't go Chasyn. Don't go Chasyn Waterfalls.
I still liked Chasyn Waterfalls.
Yeah, Chasyn Waterfalls. Distant cousin. All right. Here we go. I'm going to try to not laugh at this one either. Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. Is there a Carlston Munt? Carlston Munt? Carlston Munt.
What does that mean?
Carlston
Munt.
I don't know. Let's end on a good one. Okay, let's try one more for Elgin.
All right, Elgin, take us out with a bang.
Okay, here we go.
Come on, here we go.
Hang us out with a take.
All right, ready?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, this one's good.
All right. Is there a Plum P Dumpe? Plum P Dumpe. Is there a Plum P Dumpe?
These are hard to come up with. Like, I try to come up with my own, and they're just not funny. I don't know.
Very fun.
Oh man. Well, let's do one more random question, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see what we got. Okay.
That was fun.
Okay. What are you most nostalgic for from the early 2000s?
I really loved coming home and throwing on TRL and snacking on some Dunkaroos. You know, like no guilt for television, no guilt for snacks. You know, living my lowest life.
Well, no. Okay, let's put the bias aside. Were you more Backstreet Boys or NSYNC? Or were you Wild Card 98 Degrees?
I was definitely, I think I didn't love that stuff because I was definitely more into like at that time, hip hop and rock, in fact. But I did respect it, and I really liked Tearing Up My Heart. I really liked that song, which I think forced me into more of a NSYNC because it was a little bit more R&B, whereas Backstreet Boys, no shade, was a little bit more contemporary adult or whatever, adult contemporary.
Fair.
You know, they had a vibe that was very much just like, hey, you're at the dentist office, you're going to really relax to this. Whereas NSYNC was rooted in like pop and R&B.
Fair.
So I think I liked that a lot.
Yeah, like the thing that Joey always says is Backstreet Boys were only 4-part harmony and NSYNC was 5-part harmony. So, you know.
Well, let's not, call a spade or whatever you want to say. NSYNC was a million miles above Backstreet in terms of like vocals, singing, songs, performing. I think was the best. Sorry, Backstreet. All shade.
All shade. And then
All
the one
shade.
the singer from Backstreet Boys is like QAnon supporter, so that's just weird anyway.
Which one? AJ? Who?
No. Brian.
Oh, I don't know. Was that the old one? Or no, it was Kevin.
That's the wolf one. The one that's a wolf in that video.
Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Wow. Very strange. But anyway. Thank you so much for joining us again. This has been like amazing and we super appreciate it.
Oh, are you kidding me? No, it's so much fun. These games are like the most fun that I have during the week. Like if I would do this every week if I could.
Aw, well, we're around, so
it's so great. This is so fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man. This has been a blast.
Oh, of course. Anytime.
I'm not sure whether we have an upcoming graphic because all of our shows this week kind of got messed around, but I can say, we do have one. Okay, neat. So on Thursday, we have wrestler and musician Zicky Dice. Next Tuesday, we're bringing back Chris Hansen. And then on Thursday, we have Lauren Libera, who is the actress from the upcoming Terrifier 2. And we're working on March right now. We got some scheduling stuff going on. I'm going out of town for a little bit, so we're trying to plan everything around it, but we'll know sooner rather than later. So keep your eyes peeled. And Casey, we'd love to have you back for the fourth time.
If your fan base is not completely sick of me, I will never be sick of this show. So I'm down anytime.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Well, I hope that everything, stays good for you in New York. I know you mentioned it's been a little crazy out there as well. So
yeah, it's getting, things are getting better though, and it's been nice. We're still, keeping a low profile until, at least until like our families and stuff are vaccinated, but it's been good. We're doing okay. The dog helps. Having a dog is the best.
Jealous.
Yeah.
But Elgin, thank you so much to you also for jumping in last minute.
It was honestly, it's always fun, and to come and be on the show again with Casey and to play these games. I mean, I would do it again. If I can be here every single week doing this, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Well, the sirens are going off. The police are here to arrest me for my various hidden runs.
Let's talk Zelda soon.
Yes, please. Definitely down.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Thursday. Be safe, everybody. Au revoir.